Pile 1. What hobby would help your overall health? For you, I got having walks in nature. No noise, no music, no pressure, no stress. Just quiet, relaxing walks in nature where you de-stress. So I'm seeing that it will benefit you to have an empty space where all the pressure and the stresses of your day just empty out of you. And nature is known for doing this, right? Nature is known for being able to just like suck up all the bad and negative energy and emotions and being able to really clear out your energy. So whatever form of nature is available to you, if you can get into it and like ignore your phone, ignore everything going on in your day and just let it clear out your head and clear out your heart so that you can recenter and come back to yourself and be in tune with yourself. Like I see this being so calming and so de-stressing. I don't know if you have like a high-powered job or your life is stressful right now, or maybe you're just like a sensitive soul and you pick up on things very easily. I think that this would just clear out all of the gunk from other people and let you come back to a calm, centered place inside of yourself. Like where you just breathe and walk slowly and just enjoy the trees or the sky or flowers or river, anything possible. I'm also seeing that this will help you because it helps you de-stress and it's so calming for you, that it would help you leave like unhealthy habits behind. Like I see maybe you would get home and like you would like eat your stress, or you would do something, have like a glass of wine every day or something. This will help you have healthier habits overall if like you can keep doing it. It would be great if you could do this every day. And also I got the message to tell you to not try to use this time to like overachieve. So don't try to go for a run and reach a goal. Don't try to listen to audiobooks so you can like read 50 books a year or something. Just allow this time to be the time where negativity gets to empty out of your like mind and body. And so you can reconnect to your heart and your center, and it's just going to feel so good. So your card, the first card that came out is Rest from Strife, which is exactly what the message was, that nature and just calmly walking in it will help you de-stress and recenter, and it will help you release negativity. See that very strongly. And temperance here temperance is a very patient, gentle energy. And I think this is you sort of allowing the elements of your life to come together in a more beneficial way. Like I just see maybe there's so much to do that you get overwhelmed in it and you can't see like the most efficient way to do things. But if you did this, it would clear out your system and allow there to be enough emptiness for like things to come together in ways that you wouldn't have recognized otherwise. And maybe doing this will help you be more efficient in the jobs and tasks or duties that you have to do. Because I see 3 of Pentacles here, and that is about working, and it's about like working with other people. So I see this as you're meant to enjoy your work. You're meant to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing, but I think things are just getting clogged up. And with 3 of Pentacles, it could be other people are just sort of clogging up your energy and making things more difficult. But if you gave yourself this time to walk quietly in nature, it would like unclog that energy. Because I'm also seeing Empress and Ace of Cups. You're meant to really be a powerful force in whatever it is you're doing this feels like a job, but just interpret it as it suits you. But you're meant to be a powerful force, and you're meant to enjoy it and love it. So if it's causing so much stress and overwhelm, like, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a wrong place for you or that it's bad. Maybe if you just gave yourself this time, you would be able to figure out ways to deal with what is going on in your work. And maybe you go on a walk and you're like, this is so refreshing that, like, maybe I'm gonna make sure I stop working at like 6 o'clock or something. Like, you pick a time and you're like, I'm not gonna work after this, and then that actually makes you more productive instead of less productive. Something like that. I think it's gonna clarify things for you and give you a higher clarity and just calm you down and be overall, in general, just so much healthier and happier without all this like smoky energy clouding up your system. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think down below, and thank you for being here. Pile 2, what hobby would be good for your overall health? And this went somewhere I didn't expect. I was thinking very like run-of-the-mill hobbies like walking or journaling, something like that. But this came through very clearly for you, that your hobby should be spirituality and not other people's content. It should be you getting in touch and in tune with your own spirituality and coming up with answers and connections that you find yourself. So namely, what I got was that you are really being pushed to connect with your spirit guides right now. So to make the connection with your main spirit guide, and then to maybe like branch out and meet like your whole spirit team. I mean, one step at a time, but that's what you're being pushed to do. They're saying you have the ability to connect with your spirit guides or with like gods, goddesses, your future self. Like, you're going to be able to connect with so many things. You just need to like get started and believe in yourself. I see this as being incredibly like fun and exciting for you, and you just taking so much joy and pleasure and feeling so much love for yourself and for like these different realms and beings you're connected to. So your spirit guide would probably be the easiest to do first. You're really being pushed to connect with them. And the reason this is coming through is because I feel like you don't believe in your own power. I feel like you're someone who enjoys spirituality. I mean, you're on a tarot reading, so you could be getting readings, you could be hearing messages from other people and just enjoying them and liking them, but you don't believe in your own power to do that for yourself. And I'm feeling that you might be a little like lost and unsure at the moment, like leaning on like tarot readings on YouTube more than your own spirit and soul and your own connection and your own sense of knowingness about yourself and your life. Like, there's just this feeling of like uncertainty, or like, where should I go? What should I do? Like, I'm gonna click on this reading and then they'll tell me, when in reality, like, the readings can help you find yourself, but you have to discern what is for you and what isn't. And readings, like, you want to get to the point where you know and understand yourself and your path so much that readings sort of just confirm what you already knew. Like, that would be ideal. It's fine for you to get revelations and things through them, but you have to trust yourself and your connection with your soul and your guides more than you trust anybody else's. And in connecting like with our spirit guides, we're really just connecting with aspects of ourself. And so you will sort of get to feel yourself from an outside perspective, which is really interesting because our guides tend to be, especially the ones closest to us, like when you connect with your main spirit guide, most likely it's just you in another sort of dimension, in another life. And you'll get to feel the experience of yourself in the most positive way. Like, that's what's coming through. Like, when you start connecting with these guides and talking to them, they're just going to pour so much love and encouragement on you that you're just going to be in a state of just overflowing with joy, like so excited and joyful and happy and feeling so much love. And it came through very specifically for you to ask them deep questions about yourself when you're making these connections. So it's okay if it takes a little while to get there. Just enjoy the ride at whatever stage you're on. If you stress about it not going as fast or as far as you want, you're just gonna like muck up the connection. So just approach it with excitement and things will work out when they work out. But very specifically, they told me to tell you to, when you can connect with your guides, ask them about yourself. Ask them, what is my power? Why are you proud of me? What do you love about me? And then they are going to, like, joyfully and with love, because when you're bringing through spirit guides, most of the time you can feel the emotions attached. You're not just like getting words. So you're gonna feel how much they love you, and this is gonna change your life. And when they give you this information about your power and your, like, what they love about you, like, they are going to be the key for you to find the highest and the best version of yourself, because you're experiencing yourself through their eyes. So I feel like it's very this is just so powerful. It's going to help you become who you were always meant to be, who you've always been, but haven't realized it. So I don't know if you have been talked down to for a very long time, if you grew up in a place that didn't value you, but it's just feeling like that. It's feeling like your thoughts about yourself are so much lower than where they should be. And when you connect with these guides, they are going to connect you with the truth of yourself, with your authentic core, and it's going to feel so good to fall in love with yourself. And that's really what they're wanting to help you with. They're wanting to help you come to your version of power. Like, this is going to be a huge confidence boost for you, and you're going to fall in love with your authentic self. There's no way you can feel the love your guides have for you, and no way you can experience yourself through what they see and not come to be so proud. And also, you'll be proud that you can finally bring through your own information instead of just leaning on other people's. And there's a special message in here for you. Maybe this is for you, maybe it isn't, but dragon energy is coming through so strongly. And like, I love and adore that. The dragon realm is admittedly like my favorite realm. I absolutely love the dragons. They are so powerful and so wise. There's these ancient, incredible, wise, very like real, very highly emotionally charged. Like, when they love you, they love you. Like, it's no joke. It's some of the best connections that I've personally had, and that's coming through for some of you, that the dragons would be an incredible realm for you to tap into. And dragons are so hugely powerful. They're like, in my opinion, other people can have different connections, but in my opinion, like, dragons are the most powerful guides that you can connect to. So that came through special for you. So if you want to, there's information about dragons and like dragon magic and connecting with your dragons, like, free on YouTube, and you can look into them. But it's an incredible realm, and if you want to get confidence and power, that is definitely an incredible place to do it. So looking at your cards, I talked a lot, but they were really specific about you. First card that came out is Queen of Cups reversed. Queen of Cups is, and water is like spiritual, psychic, intuitive, someone who's in tune with the emotional realm and someone whose power is in the deep inner depths of people. And it's in reverse, meaning that you have this power, but you're not fully believing in it. And that's exactly what taking on this hobby of connecting with your guides is going to be able to do for you, is put you in tune with what was always your power. And in this, with Four of Pentacles and Justice, because the way you are powerful doesn't get perceived as powerful by a lot of people, I don't think you've been really talked up. I don't think people are like, oh my gosh, you're so intuitive. You are so aware and in tune with other people's emotions, or you're so psychic and you're so compassionate with people. That's an incredible power. And I don't think in your life you've experienced that as power. I don't think people are telling you that that's powerful. And something about making this connection with your guides and feeling your real power and having them tell you specifically what your power is going to make you feel so strong and confident, and it's going to make you be able to stand up for yourself and double down on who you are and what you want. And you're going to be able to build a foundation for yourself and your life that acknowledges your strengths and your power, and where you as a person are valued for your authentic self. You are not going to put up with people. With Justice here, there's a real strength of I'm not going to put up with people talking down to me ever again. If you don't see how powerful I am, it's your problem, and I'm not going to tolerate you devaluing me or putting me down. And Four of Pentacles is, this deck says earthly, Lord of earthly power on the bottom. This is about foundations. You're going to be able to build your life in an entirely new way because you see and experience yourself in an entirely new way. And you're going to rebuild everything with the full knowledge of your actual power. So I hope that was clear. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Let me know what you thought. This is an incredibly exciting journey. If you're wondering where to start, there are free meditations on YouTube about connecting with your spirit guide. So just start meditating and start trying to connect with them that way. Just see what comes through. Just see if there's images, see if you hear words, just anything. And try automatic writing. And as you do it, you're just building up the connection. And recognize what comes through when you set the intention to connect. Do you see feathers? Do you feel something? Do you, does automatic writing, does that just come to you? Or is there a certain sound you hear, smell, anything like that? And then they will keep coming to you in ways that are more and more obvious, and you can strengthen that connection to the point where you can just have a chat whenever you want. So good luck. This sounds fun. You sound incredible, and your guides are dying to tell you all about that. So have fun. I'm excited for you. Good luck. Pile 3. What hobby would be good for your overall health? What I'm getting for you is something kind of unexpected, but it is doing something with your hands, using your hands to physicalize something. So woodworking, building, even gardening, where you're caring for the flowers, planting the seeds, pulling the weeds, sculpting, pottery, maybe even a painting or something, but using your hands to make something physical. And this is coming through because your guides are saying you need something that's going to get you out of your head and into your body. So that doing this is going to be a meditation. And they're sort of giving me the idea that your head can kind of spin a little. You might have anxiety, or you might just have negative thoughts or negative beliefs. And this is something that's going to get you out of that, because you're just in, like, your mind can go a little blank as your hands just like take over and make something. And there was a very strong energy, and this is reiterated in this very powerful spread of cards that you have, that something about this is going to make you feel very powerful and capable in a new way. If you can like build your own bookshelf or build your own table, it's going to make you realize that you're capable of things you didn't think you were capable of, and it's going to help you feel powerful and more independent, actually, that you can make what you want and what you need for yourself or even for other people. But it's coming through that this is really going to boost your confidence in your own power. And as you try this new thing, I think that the emphasis was on physicality, right? I'm getting the feeling that you're probably someone who's quite brainy, like you were really smart in school, or you're someone who's very like spiritual and dreamy. People that are good at abstract things and mental or heart-based things, and not that great at physicality. So maybe you weren't good at like sports, you weren't very coordinated or athletic, and building something with your own hands is just something that is really quite foreign to you. And I feel like the act of doing this is going to make you realize that you have more power in the physical realm than you thought you did. And something about this is going to help you realize that you can build your own reality and that you have more of a say and control over it than you thought you did. So I know that sounds like really, like this isn't where I expected things to go. I know that sounds kind of extreme or strange, but they're really emphasizing, your guides are really emphasizing, when you are creating things and making things physical, it's going to help you realize that you make everything physical. Like your thoughts and your emotions create your reality, and you can change them and adjust them as you want. And this is going to help boost your belief in your own power and your belief in your own ability to manifest and get the life that you want. This could even be like working with engines or cars, just something that you didn't think that you could do, and something that you also probably aren't going to be naturally good at. Like, I'm not expecting you to be able to just all of a sudden do this thing well. It's going to be something that you have to work at and practice at. Whereas, like, if you're very brainy in school, you didn't really have to study that much or try that hard, and you just got A's. This is something where you're going to have to work at it, and you're going to have like discipline and dedication. But if you do, you're going to get better and better inevitably until you can actually make the things you want to make. And this, something about this mirrors the process of manifestation for you specifically, where you might think you're not good at it, but as you stumble along and try, and if you don't get frustrated over the first fumble, like if you really tried to manifest something and you followed someone's instructions, you wrote it all down, and then it didn't happen, that could have been like really devastating for you. And your guides are saying that you have to work with it. You're not just going to naturally be good at it. So building and creating your reality and your life the way you want it is going to mirror this hobby that you do like with your hands. You're not going to be good. You're not going to know what you're doing, but you're giving it a go. You're having fun with it. You're not getting defeatist. You're not being like, oh, I'm a failure, I'm a screw up, and just throw everything away. You're just going to have to keep working at it and keep working with it and have fun in the process. And you'll be able to make things that you need, and you'll be able to like create the life that you want, really. Let's see. I think that if you did this, it would sort of awaken like a new aspect of self. This is a really like, it sounds very dramatic, like how could a hobby do all this? And it was a very different energy than the other piles, but your cards are reiterating this. These are very intense cards. Like, I think this hobby is just very representative of you trying to create your own reality. I think that is your struggle. You're struggling to manifest. You're struggling to feel powerful. And the process of this hobby is what will mirror the process of you becoming a manifester. So with the Tower, if you look at your cards, I see this as you blowing up who you thought you were and blowing up these negative belief systems. Like, not thinking I'm not powerful, I can't manifest is a negative belief system. And if you blow that up, you then become the Last Judgment, which I always see as stripping away everything that was never your truest soul and returning to the truth and the authenticity of your soul and your power. Death card is a card of major transformation. Like, the Tower card and the Death card are both the two transformation cards in the deck. And you have both of them. And I think the first one, Tower and Last Judgment, is you destroying all of this negativity that you think about yourself and destroying beliefs that are blocking your confidence and blocking your power. And doing that then creates the Death card, which is transformation in your outer environment, where you can feel like the Knight of Pentacles, someone who goes across their land planting all these seeds, knowing that they're going to get the harvest. This is someone who knows, I mean, it's Knight of Pentacles is definitely like slow, steady energy. Nothing is just going to pop out of nowhere, but you have faith in the fact that your seeds will grow. Maybe some of them won't, but some of them definitely will, and you'll be able to harvest them. This is someone who knows they can create what they want out of the world if they're consistent and they're disciplined. And maybe that is the main energy that you needed, and the key that you needed from this reading is that you need to be able to develop consistency and discipline. So this was a very powerful pile, a very powerful reading, and this hobby of making things with your hands is just something that is going to help you realize that you make everything in your life and you can create it the way that you want. You're the creator. And maybe that's not the easiest thing to be, but if you unbecome everything that is blocking you, all that's left is your power. And you can make your life anything you want it to be. It just might be a more difficult road than what some people make it out to be. So I hope that was clear. Let me know if you have any questions or anything down below. Let me know what you thought down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, and good luck. Pile 4, what hobby should you take up to help your overall health? Yours went like an unexpected place, but I got a nurturing hobby. So gardening, where you're like caring for flowers, caring for food, vegetables that you're growing, volunteering at an animal shelter, caring for the animals, caring for the elderly, or maybe like a women's shelter, helping them, or it could even be just like adopting a pet that needs your love. There's kind of a deep message here. there's something about you needing to see your love and your caretaking and your nurturing make a difference to someone and be appreciated. Like, you need to be appreciated right now. There's a dark message here of someone, or maybe multiple people, being very cruel to you and you not being valued at all, even though you were sort of giving everything, because you're naturally a caretaker. You're very nurturing. You have an incredible capacity for love. And something went wrong. You were treated very badly, and that made you not think very good things about yourself, or fall into like a darkness in your life. This is what these first cards are saying. Like, 10 of Swords is extreme, like, stress, a lot of anxiety, things just being horrible, you being betrayed. 5 of Swords came out and I heard the word duplicitous. Someone tricked you, someone lied to you, someone betrayed you, someone abused you. Like, this, someone was horrible to you, or maybe there was multiple people, or it's a big situation. 7 of Cups, you thought a situation was completely different than what it was. Like, I really feel like you were just in shock when you found out the truth of what this person was doing, or just when you found out the truth of the situation, it was a shock and it was just extremely painful. And it put you in a bad place. Like, the Devil is sort of oppression, it's limiting thoughts, it's negative belief systems, it's what keeps us chained. So your guides are acknowledging this pain in your past, and they're saying something that can help you get out of this is going to a place where your care will be valued. And when you are appreciated, like, the key is you need to go somewhere where you are appreciated. I feel like you're feeling not valuable. I feel like you're feeling kind of isolated. But if you can, like if you're interacting with a dog that doesn't have a home and they just get to like play with you and they love all over you, or if you're talking to an elderly person who like doesn't get a lot of visitors and they just get to talk to you, and it will feel so good, and then they appreciate that in the conversation so much because now they aren't lonely anymore. Like, you getting into a flow of love and appreciation will move that sort of energy around in your life. Like, instead of these devil sort of limiting thoughts, you'll be able to think more positive thoughts. It will get positivity, will get a momentum in your life, and it will bring in more situations or more people who will appreciate you and who will value you. Like, you deserve to be adored and you deserve to be appreciated. And what you're looking for is a hobby where you feel reciprocity, where it's like, I give love and I get appreciation back or love back. Like, I'm quiet and patient with this dog who's very scared, and then eventually the dog comes to me when it's scared of other people, and I can pet it and it looks at me, and like, you feel the gratitude. And if the animals don't resonate with you, maybe try the people. Or if you don't want to be around people right now, you can try like the gardening or the plants. And like, you care for them, you give them light, you give them water, and then they grow food that you can then eat. Like, you're after reciprocity, whatever feels reciprocal to you. Let me see, because I feel like past relations, like this situation you were in, really drained you. But you have an incredible capacity for love, and that love isn't reaching its full potential because of the pain that you were in. But if you can get into a situation where you do feel loved and appreciated, and you are valued for that incredible love you have, it's going to help lift you up into your full potential, and it's going to help power you up for like the next phase of your life. And that's, I've also pulled more cards for you. Like I pulled what is like coming next for you. If you follow this advice, what could happen? You have 10 of Wands, which is oppression, but it's in reverse, which is perfect. It means that you took this oppressive weight that was put on you and you shifted it into strength, wisdom, and power. The next cards are Queen of Swords and Knight of Wands. Like, Queen of Swords, particularly in this deck, she just chops someone's head off. Like, she is ruthless. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She sees people for what they are. She has an incredible sense of wisdom, and she doesn't take anybody's crap. And if you aren't good for her, she cuts the chain. Like, this is you having the power to cut those chains from the Devil card and get away from the negative beliefs that other people have put in you and these toxic thoughts that were never yours. And with Knight of Wands, that card came out, and what came to me was that you will be able to defend yourself the way that you defend other people. So King of Cups is a card that really has been your energy throughout this reading. Extremely loving, very caring, caretaking, emotionally intelligent, intuitive. And what's next to it is Knight of Wands. Like, I think that you would defend other people because you care about them and you sort of take responsibility for them, whoever they are, whether it's like the animal in the shelter or the elderly person. Like, you care and you would defend them. And your next stage of evolution is being able to do that for yourself as well. Knight of Wands, look at this card. It is fire. It is power. Like, you will become able to flip the situation that happened to you on its head. Say, okay, this was bad, but now I know that if someone treats me this way, it's a red flag. I will call them out on it. I will not put up with it. They cannot stay in my life. I will not care for and nurture people who are not giving that back to me. You insist on reciprocity, and when you don't have it, you pull a Queen of Swords and you cut that chain off. You have nothing to do with that person. And with Knight of Wands, you realize that you are worth defending and that you are someone who deserves to be valued and you don't get taken advantage of at all. So there's a new era of strength waiting for you when you realize how loved and appreciated you can really be and how much of a difference you can make in other people's lives or other beings' lives. So maybe, you know, it's this hobby. Maybe you take on a hobby, or maybe you just go and like adopt a cat or something, someone who didn't have a home, and now you guys can care for each other and be home together and you're not isolated anymore. Just something like that. So I hope that was clear. Let me know if you have any questions down below. There's an incredible strength coming in to match your level of emotional, like this deep, caring, emotional love. So you are powerful and you are so loving, and that's a beautiful part of you, and people are really going to appreciate and absolutely adore you for that. So let me know what you think down below. Like the video, please. I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.